When you're looking at an outdoor dining set, the first thing that usually trips you up is the fear of buying something that looks great in the catalog but quickly fades, rusts, or turns into a constant chore. I've been in that spot more than a few times, spending a weekend assembling a set that barely survived a summer storm, or watching the paint peel after a season of sun. That's why today I'm pulling back the curtain on the Trex Outdoor Furniture Cape Cod 5-piece round farmhouse dining set, so you can decide if the promise of forever furniture actually lines up with real-world use, maintenance habits, and budget. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Cape Cod collection is marketed as a low-maintenance, all-weather solution. The big selling points are Trex's Climatetuff materials and color stay technology, which together claim to resist UV fading, moisture, and the typical wear that turns a patio set into a project. In practice, that translates to a few things you'll notice day to day. First, the frame is a molded polymer blend rather than traditional steel or aluminum. That means you won't have to worry about rust patches after a rainy weekend, and you won't need to sand down rough edges if a stray branch scratches the surface. Second, the woven seats keep their color even after a season of bright sun, so the table and chairs stay looking fresh without a fresh coat of paint. What really matters is how that holds up when you actually use the set. I set this up in a suburban backyard that sees a mix of weekend barbecues, Saturday morning coffee, and occasional kids' soccer practice. The table is a 60-inch round, which feels spacious enough for 4 plates and a pitcher, but still compact enough to fit a modest patio without crowding the space. The chairs are low profile, with a slatted back that provides a bit of ventilation on hot days, something you'll appreciate if you live in a warmer climate. When the kids came running through after a game, the chairs held up without squeaking or wobbling, which is a good sign for durability. Assembly is often the hidden hurdle with outdoor sets, and Trex makes a solid effort to keep it simple. The pieces are labeled, the hardware is pre-drilled, and the instruction sheet walks you through the process in a logical order. For me, it took about 45 minutes with a single friend to get the table legs attached, then the chairs snapped together in under 10 minutes each. The only hiccup was a slightly tight bolt on one of the chair legs, but a quick extra turn with a standard Phillips screwdriver solved it. If you're comfortable with basic DIY, you won't need any special tools beyond what's in the box. Now let's talk about the cost versus the value you actually get. The set sits in the mid-range price tier for outdoor furniture, which means you're not getting a handcrafted teak set, but you also aren't paying for a low-budget plastic line that looks cheap after a few months. The real value comes from the combination of material resilience and the fact that you won't need to replace cushions or repaint frames every year. For homeowners who want a set that can survive a few seasons of rain, sun, and occasional spills without turning into a repair project, that peace of mind can be worth the initial outlay. Who should consider buying this? If you have a moderate-sized patio or deck and you entertain regularly, think weekly family meals outdoors or a small crew of friends for weekend drinks, this set gives you a sturdy, aesthetically neutral base. The stepping stone color blends well with most garden palettes, so you won't feel forced into a specific design theme. It also works for renters who want a durable set that can be moved without worrying about rust stains on a concrete slab. On the flip side, if you're looking for a lounge-centric arrangement with deep, cushioned seats for long summer evenings, the Cape Cod chairs might feel a bit too slim and firm. Likewise, if you live in a region with harsh winters and plan to store your furniture indoors, you might find the low-maintenance promise less compelling, because you'd be putting the set away anyway. One practical weakness that shows up after a few weeks is the lack of integrated cushions. The chairs are designed to be used as-is, which keeps the maintenance low, but it also means you won't have that plush, back-supported feel that many people associate with farmhouse style. You can buy aftermarket cushions that fit the dimensions, but that adds an extra purchase and a potential point of water pooling if the cushions aren't water-resistant. Another consideration is the weight. The polymer frame is lighter than metal, making the set easy to move around, but it also means the table can be a bit more susceptible to being knocked over by a strong gust. In my experience, a moderate wind didn't shift it, but a sudden storm with gusts above 30 miles per hour did require a quick hand to steady it. The forever furniture claim is a bit of